at their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Here's Jackson to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing Fitzpatrick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A Miami first down. That one going for a gain of 11.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fitzpatrick. And that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Watch the ship.
On 3rd down, Laird, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup. And under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jalen Ferguson, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Eluding the pressure right. He finds an opening past the 40, and he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Ingram. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Strip that
On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Again on second and 10, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Here we go. Let's go.
Go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Ingram, he is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. On third down, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They're running. Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Snead's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown in the final seconds of the first half as the Ravens push further out in front. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ingram again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
At the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
32 third quarter and you've got the lead, you're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run once more with Edwards, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Back now in Miami. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
You go tight. You got time.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see them go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. To throw is Fitzpatrick. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. To throw, Fitzpatrick. And a completion to Wilson. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Fitzpatrick now from the 50. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. 3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this inside the